Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hanson. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. We begin with an intriguing matchup in the NFL International Series. And this is the big tight end. He was unstoppable in this game. 5 touchdown catches for him in this one. That equals the NFL record. Next up, it's the next matchup in the NFL International Series games. And it's the home team's quarterback. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Dragons keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is the Niners wideout. And this is a touchdown. The Niners find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Sacramento Condors taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth this one. It's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather. We don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose the game.
On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now here's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And at the end of the season, not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 55 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense protected and situation to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The Chiefs' 22-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
To try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL. Mahomes, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Mahomes will do it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
Araiza in punt formation for the Chiefs.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Condors are able to add on to that lead. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Brown now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long. Right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Third and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes to throw once more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Matt Araiza now.
Results in a 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Condors offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he rifles one incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Juju in motion left.
The 13-yard line.
play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Looking to put a drive together.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fighting, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from not running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
First down, Sacramento.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here is 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Condors are able to widen their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home. to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And on Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
It's 4th down.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He has been elusive in this first half. You see the rushing numbers for him. This defense is going to have to find some way to keep him in the pocket. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get into football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's complete. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brown now to return it. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
Yellow!
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Now Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
26, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Jerry Tillery. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Third down and 13. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Out toward the sideline to Humphries. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Tillery. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on first and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Second and 12.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Third and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 2. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Number 0. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 4. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Condors will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, caught it up. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. Okay, Brandon, thank you. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And it's CMC, Christian McCaffrey. He's got it. He's got room. He's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Niners really put a hurting on them. They win this one by 5 touchdowns. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is Troy Franklin. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Broncos are rolling 35-0 at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Chuba Hubbard. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
2 yards to go, second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. George Karlaftis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 21-yard.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Line of scrimmage in the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Mahomes going to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Touchdown! Their quarterback, 75 yards. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Chiefs 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Now we'll see if they can bring that pride. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 15. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get it down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
20. 5. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 5. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Condors are an extra point away from going up by 30. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this one is incomplete.
He's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Sacramento.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Condors.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rush coming in, he's taken down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.